Linux learners, Python learners, and my dear friends, welcome to Inside Builder channel. Dominate your command line with terminal Muxer or Tmux application. Supercharge your terminal using Docker. If you are wondering why am I using Docker, what is the purpose of it, I will be explaining it in the next slide. But before that, you must be aware that there are various ways to get hold of a Linux environment. If you are not aware, then you can take a look at this earlier videos that I have shared in this playlist, in this channel also. You can go to this particular playlist called Exploring Top Challenges that Linux solves. That actually shares you how to get 7 different environments. See, out of that 7 different environments, I am actually choosing Docker because it's very simple reason, because that Tmux application is a very new application to you. So most of them, if you're actually looking at this particular video, you must be new to Tmux, or you must have seen someone using it. Now, how to actually test drive it? You cannot directly install it in your system because there is lots of configuration involved. If you install it and if things goes bad, then you will lose interest. So in order to keep your interest, at the same time learn also, the best method is to install Tmux inside the Docker environment. And Docker environment, we are going to use the regular Ubuntu image that is available. Take a look at the video that I am linking along with this video for how to download the Ubuntu image from the Docker Hub. So you can take a look at the video. It is called as SSH mastering SSH secure shell. In that video, you will see that how to pull the Ubuntu image and how to start working with that. I have explained it there. Here you are going to directly work on how to set up Tmux. So we'll be using, so here I'm just giving the overview that you will be using the Docker pull to get the image, and then we will use Docker run to start the container. We have to give the container name. We'll be doing all this step by step, and then we will install Tmux, and then we have to configure Tmux using my Tmux repo. So since we are going to use Git repo, you need Git also to be installed. And since you are going to edit configuration, you will need to know a little bit of Vim. Okay, why you will need to know Vim? Because the the Linux environment, the image that we are going to download from Docker Hub is a very minimal image. It will not contain even Vim. So everything you have to install manually. So we can't expect any GUI editors, text editors. You have to do the editing on the command line only. That is why I am telling you need to know a little bit of Vim. You don't need to worry. I'll be also walking you through the process of the commands like HJKL. The main command in Vim is HJKL for movement, and I for insert mode, escape for edit, I for edit mode, sorry, escape for general mode, okay, normal mode. Escape mode is called as normal mode. I is called as edit mode. Okay, you have to move between these modes and start doing the editing. Initially it will be a little challenging, but once I walk through along with the file, then it will be easy for you guys. Okay, so let us directly jump into the practice. Okay, the point of practicing this through Linux, the point of practicing it through Docker is this, that you will have an environment which is replicable. So the Docker image is in the Docker Hub, which is common. Everybody is downloading, almost 1 billion people or more have downloaded. And then you will have the this video that I'm sharing to tell you how to use install stuff inside the container. Okay, all those are common. So it is very easy for you to do the installation, practice it, and then use it in your day-to-day life. That is the main intention of using Docker. Now, let us understand. I have been talking terminal muxer, but you must be thinking, okay, what does this terminal multiplexer do? Okay, you must have seen somewhere, but you might be still be confused that what is this terminal muxer going to do? Because I did not show any picture, right? So terminal multiplexer is, as this Wikipedia shows, that it is still explaining in all words. But terminal multiplexer or Tmux is a application. It's a software piece of software that actually brings multiple terminal windows into one terminal window. So it will look like this. So you see, this is how the Tmux will look, and this is how my currently the host that I'm using, the Linux host, also uses the terminal multiplexer. You see this environment. This is how I currently run both. In the bottom side, you see the host window, the host terminal, and the top side you see the Docker terminal. Okay, I move between these terminals using the Alt up arrow and Alt down arrow, and I'm creating the new window by using Control A and pressing the percentage sign. So it will create a vertical window, vertical split. So I did the vertical split right now. Twice I did the vertical split. By exiting, your windows will close. That particular pane, this is called as pane, not window actually. So these are all called panes. So I will create right pane, left pane, and I will create, this is a window. So now that is, one is, this is first window, and two bash is second window. Inside the Tmux. This is not on your Linux desktop. I'm talking inside the terminal. This is all happening inside the terminal only. And the most important thing is, now you will see all these are different folders. All these panes I will be creating now, three panes. Just give me a moment. So this is one location called a solver bot. I have aliased these locations with simple names using bash rc. So that is why you see that just by giving names I am getting folders changed. And I will be creating a, yeah, I'm creating a vertical split, and here I will be opening another one location, and these are all separate folders. I can move along them very easily without shifting my keyboard hand from the keyboard, and without using mouse. If I want to use mouse on this terminal multiplexer or tmux, is possible. So we can configure it accordingly also. So there is no issue that if you want to use mouse, however, you will not require. So that is the the main point that I wanted to highlight. So now we are going to now we are going to start working on the actual Docker installation. So I'm going to run Docker run hyphen it is for interactive terminal, and then name I'm going to give that, this is tmux underscore installer is the container name, and Ubuntu the colon 1804 that is going to be typed is the image name. So this image should be there in your local environment, or else it will pull it. So if it is not there, don't worry about it. It will pull it by itself. Ensure that your Docker version is appropriate. Okay, and if not, then I will attach the videos. You can get a good idea from those videos. Actually, I've given a very good introduction about those things. Now I have the Docker started. This is a Ubuntu minimal install. So I need to update it first, and then I need to upgrade it. And I'm going to do both of them together with the hyphen y switch. That will ensure that it will not ask me any questions, and it will do the update without question. It is done. So it will be done. After that, after this is done, I will be installing tmux. Okay, so now the actual process is starting. So you have to first of all update and upgrade always, or else even it will not be able to find out where to get tmux. Okay, now I'm going to install tmux. So you see, apt install tmux, it will be able to find out. So it will be able to connect to the internet, and it will be able to find out. And by the way, if you are thinking how Docker is able to connect with the internet, by default it is fixed that way only. It will connect to internet. Don't worry about that. Your host machine should be connected to the internet, so that is important. Without the host machine connected to internet, Docker cannot. So I'm just clarifying it just in case I gave a wrong information. Now Tmux is installed. I am testing. So Tmux is installed, and we see that green line is coming, but this is very boring. So we have to make it more interesting, right? How are you going to do that? That is what is going to come next. See, in order to make Tmux more interesting, like the way in my terminal you see the time, you see the colors there, you see my username, etc. That is coming from this particular repository. So there is a awesome programmer who has done the configuration file, and he has stored it in the repository. I will be sharing this link also with you guys. This guy, we have to just go and copy this repository by using git clone. So you need to install git now. Okay, if you have to copy git repository, there is only one way. You have to install git clone. So I am already installing it. So it is going on right now. And see, you see this color, that is all coming because of this configuration file only. So the git installation is going on right now. I use app install git, and this particular repo shows all the instructions how to do it. So we can do this instruction in two three different locations, but I'll be preferring the home directory only. So that is the most stable one, and I am confident in that location also. I have tried almost 10 times and it works flawlessly. So that is why I want to use that route only. You also prefer that route only. It is working very easily, and the Git installation is going on. Once it is completed, it has completed right now. And next, what we are going to do is we have to do git clone. So I will go and copy the file. Check the git version always. Go and copy the link, but ensure that you are going to clone it in the home directory only. The home directory is called as git. The home directory is called as tilde. So that symbol you see at the top near installing in, that is tilde. I'll be showing it right now in the, yeah. If you see here, I'll be using tilde command. So cd, yeah, tilde, and then I'll be pasting the clone, uh, pasting the clone link, and then it will clone immediately. So as it is cloning is completed, and now we will start doing some of the instruction that the Git repository has told already. So we will be first of all uh, creating a soft link by using ln-s-f. So I'll be creating a soft link by copying the command. If you are not aware of soft links, don't worry about that. We will discuss about that later. As of now, just copy and paste the command. It will create a new file in the same home directory. All these things you are doing inside the Docker. If something thing goes wrong, right, you can redo it also. So don't worry about that. Just go with the flow and try it out, and ensure that it is matching as per the video. That is more important. Then after that soft link is completed, you copy the complete one. So here I see I missed the dot here. The dot is actually important. So you will see that now I will correct it in a moment. So this will actually error out as I missed the dot. So it is erroring out because I am missing the destination operand. And after I did the checking right now, I did the typo error mistake, and then I found that. So I have updated the dot file right now, dot location, and then the copy completes. And the most important point is that I have the file that I need to. This is the file that I need to configuration file that I need to edit. Okay, I cannot edit any other configuration. Only this file I need to edit. But for this, I will need Vim. So now the actual action starts. So we have to start installing Vim. He also clearly says that do not touch any other configuration file. You have to only work on should happen. He is saying every customization should happen in .tmux.conf.local only. He has actually set the internal configuration in his file system in the repo so that it will work appropriately. Okay, so I'm going to install Vim right now, apt install Vim, because there is no Vim inside Ubuntu Docker. So I'm just ensuring that there is no Vim. I will be installing Vim. After that, I will start editing the configuration file. Configuration file editing is pretty uh, fun if you are confident, if you are comfortable with Vim, or else it's going to be little challenging. But just follow the couple of commands that I am going to explain, and then follow use that continuously so that it will be much more easier for you. I am in Vim environment right now. You see that whatever is in blue, I am moving down using J key right now. I am in normal mode. I am moving now down again. I am moving down using J key. Up again using K key. Now I am using K. So K will move up, and L will move right, because L key is in the right hand side of your keyboard, and H will move to the left. So H is in the left hand side of your keyboard. This is how the HJKL shortcut key is bound. Okay, now I'm pressing L, I'm pressing H, I'm pressing L again, and now I'm waiting. Okay, so I'm pressing J again, K again. So I'm just moving around the file. Okay, do the same thing. So once you open, get used to this. Once that you are comfortable, then you can learn more. Now I am moving fast. Okay, so you can really move fast once you are comfortable with HJKL, and you can also move much more faster by using numbers. So now I'm moving, just I'm pressing J continuously, so it is crawling now. If I want to go, say for an example, 20 lines, I can do that also. So the point here is that I can show you other things. At the bottom, if you go down at the bottom of the file, you will see user customization. We are still in normal mode. Okay. Now, in order to enter into edit mode, you have to come after the hash where you want to edit. You have to come after that and press I. Then that's how you will enter into edit mode. Edit mode is also called insert mode. Okay. And inside the edit mode, you can, if you press delete, it will delete. If you press any alphabet, it will type the alphabet. Okay. Here, all these lines you need to uncomment. Whatever I am uncommenting, you also need to uncomment. So you have to come to that particular line, come after the hash, press I to enter into edit and edit mode, and then press delete or backspace. Okay, press backspace. Sorry. Okay, so I am showing you a couple of examples. Now what will I do is I will actually go out. If in a moment I will go out and I will again re-enter, because we need to add lots of lines of code, lots of lines of configuration. So I will go out and again re-entering into the same file. Okay, and I have to go to the top of the file. For going to the top of the file, you have to press double time G. So the letter G on your keyboard, if you press, it will go to the top, like how I did that now. I'll be zooming in a moment so that you will be able to, yeah, easily see. And next, what we are going to do is we are going to copy couple of lines. So all these lines I will be sharing it in the, yeah, this four lines you see has to be copied after this tmux conf new session prompt equal to false. It has to be copied after that, and then you need to copy set hyphen g mouse on. So you see that also you need to copy that. The next thing that we need to do, once you copy it, you see all these things will help you. It's actually, understanding why we are doing this. Okay, I'm again telling you how to unbind, how to comment and uncomment. So these things you have to practice, so I'm showing you how to practice, because again this is a Docker environment. If you make any mistake, you can come and correct it. Next, I have to go to the end of the file. This is where I will add more. So I can use, if I type 10. So for example, I type 10 and press J, I will move 10 lines down. And if I press 20 and press J, then I will move 20 lines down. So like this, I can move fast also. And I can use forward slash. So I'll be showing to use find also. So I'm just moving around. I'm showing you using numbers by using K and H and all those stuff. Next is that you can use forward slash and find. You can use find also. So this activity of finding is also very important. That will be taken care when I introduce set command. Okay, in the future I will be talking about that. Now, this user customization area, right? You need to add more information here. Okay, that is, uh, you need to also search. So if you want to search, you see by using forward slash, if I type user customization, it is immediately going to that area. That is happening because you should be in normal mode. For searching, you should be in normal mode, not in insert mode. Insert mode search does not work. So now I am actually removing these comments for these lines, and then I will be adding couple of lines to the end of the file. So this also I need to uncomment. These will be commented already. I have uncommented it. So you need to uncomment this also, and then you need to add these lines at the end of the configuration file. This file I will share it. So it is better that I will share this entire file in the GitHub repo. So I will share the link location so that you can use it directly. So now the configuration is complete. Okay. So once, if everything is done, the configuration is complete. What we are going to do next is we are going to test it out. We are going to test drive the new configuration. So I am in my host environment. This is my host environment. Now I have to check. I have to enter into the Docker environment. Okay. I want to restart the Docker environment. So before that, I need to check whether the Docker is running. The container is running. If I use ps-a, I see that okay, the container is not running. The tmux installer is not running. I need to start the container. So I say docker start tmux underscore installer. So that is how I start the container. Once I start the container, next what I'm going to do is I'll be using, yeah, it has started. I'll be using docker exec hyphen it and the name of the container, tmux installer. And I'll be going into bash, yeah, bash application. Now I'll be using tmux. You will see that the color is totally different. Yeah, you saw? Initially when we used tmux, you saw all green, right? Now you see the colors are totally different. That is because the configuration has taken care. Now you will do some activities. So yeah, Control A. If you press Control A and press hyphen or minus sign, you will cut the window. If you press Control A and press percentage sign, you will cut the window vertically. Again, percentage sign, cut the window vertically. Exit will exit, close the pane. Okay, these are all panes. Inside the window, it is panes. I use Alt up and down arrow to move between the windows, or left and right also between left and right of the windows. Okay, I'm doing it little faster here. Okay, you can practice it slowly. Okay, try it in your own window, it will work. So Control A and C. If I do that, then I will open a new window inside the terminal. So you see there is one bash and two bash. It is two, and in the second window also I can create further what is it called, panes inside the windows. So we have actually gone through the entire process. We have seen that everything is working. Now we are going to wrap it up. So all the practice has to properly cleaned up. So I'm going to exit all these windows and then I'm going to clean it up. So I'm going to come out of the Tmux. I'm going to come out of the Docker itself, and then I will stop the Docker container by using Docker container Tmux installer. I'll be stopping that, and then I'll be removing the container also. So this is how you need to complete the practice. So that when you come again for this practice, this same containers will not be there. The same names will not be there. So I hope that this video is pretty useful for you guys. I'll be sharing the files that is required for the configuration in the in my GitHub repo. I'll be sharing that file. Okay, use that for a reference. Okay, and the most important point is that you need to practice. I hope that you guys like this content. So leave a like and subscribe to my channel. So in the future, when I give new updates or new videos, you it will be updated in your YouTube dashboard directly. So that's why I'm asking you to uh, subscribe to my channel. So with that, I would like to close this video, and as usual, four words before I depart. So practice, 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 practice. Have a great time, guys.